Hi there, I'm Nadine Taylor, a memoirist and nonfiction writer, talking specifically to those of you who are thinking of writing a celebrity biography or memoir. I have several published memoirs or biographies to my name, including Diana and Dodie, the story of Princess Diana's final days, and my latest work, If My Heart Had Wings, a World War II love story. In this presentation, I'll be answering the question, what's the best way to begin a celebrity biography or memoir? Should you start with an amusing anecdote? Should you begin at the beginning with the celebrity's birth? Should you start by revealing the real person behind the mask or stick with the celebrity's well-known image? Or should you begin with a turning point in the celebrity's life? The answer is all of these are good ways to begin a celebrity biography or memoir. So let's take a look at an example of each approach. Keep in mind that memoirs are written in the first person, so it sounds like the celebrity is doing the writing, but typically a ghostwriter has actually penned the words, someone like you. Our first approach is to begin with an amusing story. Anna Faris, well known for her appearances in the scary movie films, opens her memoir, Unqualified, with, "Remember when you first spotted him sprinting across the playground, schooling the other boys in a heated game of tag? Or the moment you noticed him at his desk, brown, spiky hair sticking up in all the right places? He was the first boy to make you crave the male gaze. He made you wonder what it would be like to have a boyfriend. He inspired you to start a diary." You've been there, dear reader, haven't you? For me, that boy was Jason Sprott. The second approach is to begin with some insight into the celebrity's world. Comedian Steve Martin opens Born Standing Up, A Comic's Life by telling us how difficult and frightening the life of a stand-up comedian can be. "I did stand-up comedy for 18 years. 10 of those years were spent learning, 4 years were spent refining, and 4 were spent in wild success. Enjoyment while performing was rare. Enjoyment would have been an indulgent loss of focus that comedy cannot afford. After the shows, however, I experienced long hours of elation or misery, depending on how the show went, because doing comedy alone on stage is the ego's last stand." The third approach is to begin at the beginning. Singer and songwriter Carole King opens A Natural Woman, a memoir, by quickly sketching out her background. In the first decade of the 20th century, a man and a woman from Poland, another man from Poland, and a woman from Russia undertook to cross a continent and an ocean with little more than a fierce determination to find a better life in America. They were my grandparents, and they found that better life in Brooklyn, New York. Had my grandparents not emigrated when they did, I might have been born Jewish in Eastern Europe during World War II, or I might not have been born at all. Instead, I was born in 1942 in New York City. The fourth approach is to begin with a turning point in the celebrity's life. Carl Bernstein uses this technique in A Woman in Charge, The Life of Hillary Rodham Clinton, which opens like this. "Toward noon on February 12, 1999, Hillary Rodham Clinton, wearing sensible pants, a simple top, flat shoes, and a smile, strode into her sitting room with its majestic view of the Capitol's Great Mall. The meeting she was about to convene would change the course of her life and, to an extent yet to be determined, the history of her country." As you can see from these examples, there is no best or right way to begin a celebrity biography or memoir. The only thing anyone can say with certainty is that the opening should make the readers want to read more. Whether you start with a bang or quietly, whether you begin with humor or drama, whether you start with facts or a story, making your readers want more is key. Thanks for your attention. In future YouTube presentations, I'll be looking at more on writing memoirs and other kinds of nonfiction books, self-publishing, finding an agent, and more, so be sure to keep coming back to see the latest presentations. In the meantime, check out my latest book, If My Heart Had Wings, a World War II love story, on Amazon by clicking the link below. If you'd like to contact me, go to my website at barryfox.us. And if you liked this presentation, be sure to give it a thumbs up below and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.